Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our 2017 Sport and Race Boot Gear Guide at RevZilla.com. In this video, we're going to break down our top 5 for full-height sport and race boots. We're going to start out with a few everyday aggressive sport riding full-height boots, and then we're going to move into the race and track days side of the table where you increase your investment, but certainly they become more technical, more comfortable, and more protective, geared for the racetrack. Now, this is based on our riding, our research, our expert opinion, and part of our gear guide umbrella for 2017. 17 guides for 2017, RevZilla.com/guides, helmets, jackets, boots, gloves. We cover the best, in our opinion, at all of the key riding categories, whether you're just starting out or you're looking to upgrade your gear. Now, first up on my table today is the bang for the buck, everyday sub $200 aggressive riding sport boot. This is the Cortec Latigo RR, and if we look at it, it's microfiber, it's perf, it covers a lot of the key bases you'd expect from the support and protection of a full height boot. Heel counter, toe slider, lots of big TPU protection in the shin, but again, at $179, it is not going to break the bank. Years and years and years, this continues to be an annual favorite, and remember, within the Cortec family, if you like it and you just want to step up your ankle protection that much more, check out the Impulse RR, which is the big brother in this family. But again, no surprises, and it won't break the bank. This is the Cortec Latigo RR. Now, moving on from there, now I get into what I would consider a very aggressive everyday sport riding boot with the full height. But again, I think you can get a track day or two a year out of this guy. I consider it entry-level track. This is the Alpinestars Sm X6, and this is an absolute juggernaut. Now, we're seeing V2. That's what Alpinestars is calling it for 2017. They've updated the sole by making it more technical. They've beefed up the medial side or inside of the ankle protection, and they've made it more flexible across the instep. But if we look at this boot, it is a more technical boot with replaceable components. It's done in microfiber. There's an air version, a waterproof version. There's a Stella Ladies version at around the $269 mark. We absolutely love this boot. Take it to a few track days, but if you're going to do consistent track days or really start to race, then you need to move on, and we suggest you step up. Now, getting into that frame of mind, let's start in the middle of my table with the Dainese Course Out D1 coming in around the $329 mark. Now, from a style standpoint, I'll go on the record, I think this is the sexiest boot on the table and the most eye-catching. But when we look at it, a few years ago, around 2015, Dainese overhauled the line of boots in their sport collection at around the $300 mark. You're looking at microfiber, localized perforation. Dainese's upgraded their protection scheme from a torsion standpoint around the ankles. It is certainly CE rated technical sole. And again, there's a non-removable inner bootie. I'll also say this, it's the only boot on the table that allows for rear entry and access. Everything else is going to be a lateral or medial zipper. So that's going to be a preference of how you like to wear your boots. Now think about the Dainese line. If you're at the $300 mark and you want to step up into metallic hard parts and sliders, think about the Torque D1, which is the big brother, coming in around the $400 mark. In my opinion, that's more of a pro level boot. And then you go to the Axial Pro In, which again is the Rossi boot. Now also note, everything I'm showing you today is going to be over $39, which means we're going to ship for free, and I'd love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, and argue with me. What would you have done differently? What did you leave out? What questions, comments, or feedback do you have? Now, moving on, now I really get into technical, race-driven protection. These are boots that I look at as pro-level boots. First up is going to be a new entrant. This is the Tcx RT Race. Now, what's shocking about this boot is when we look at it, non-removable inner bootie, a lot of protection on the outside from a torsion standpoint, great protection, everything's going to be replaceable. In the toe, dual compound at the heel. Again, what you'd expect of a boot that's playing in the $400 plus range, but it comes in around the $320 mark. And TCX out of Italy really shocked us with this boot. We were not expecting to be that affordable and attainable for someone that might be playing in the mid-range budget, but wants to step up their game from a protection scheme. Again, this is the TCX RT Race. And then standing on its shoulders, really finishing off with the old granddad that you know and love. I'm going to call it the granddad out of respect, not saying it's long in the tooth. This is the flagship from Alpinestars. This is the Tcx R. Every weekend, just turn on MotoGP. Look at the podium. How many pairs of Tcx Rs are you going to see up there? From Danny to Jorge to Mark, you consistently see this boot at the top of the pack when pros have a choice of what they're going to wear. Again, fully removable inner bootie with a dual hinge torsion control system, phenomenal protection scheme across the boot, at the toe, at the ankle, massive heel counters. You're going to see aluminum hard parts making their way into the dual compound toe, as well as the medial side or the lateral side along the ankle. Again, everything's at that next level. but you're paying a next level price at the $500 mark with the tried and true favorite in this category. If you can only have one boot and you can afford it, you will not go wrong with the Tcx Rs at the $500 mark. Now, the next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page, but most importantly, shop the full collection as part of our larger gear guide series. Read rider reviews, but watch the detailed breakdown videos. I just gave you a little bit of a taste today. Keep in mind, as part of our larger gear guide series, helmets, jackets, boots, gloves, tires, we cover it all for 2017 at RevZilla.com/guides. Also note, if you need a little bit of help, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. You can always talk to a gear geek. Thanks for watching our 2017 Sport and Race Boot Gear Guide. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.